Hey guys, it's Steve with Basketball with Steve. The Chicago Bulls are falling apart. And that is why they traded Derrick Rose. This is why they traded Derrick Rose. And it is the stupidest reasoning ever. Because first of all, this was his last year. And you pretty much know for a fact he wasn't going to re-sign with Chicago. All of the little hints that he was saying in all of these interviews talking about, if someone else offers me more money, of course I'm going to go over there. I'm going to put my body over the game. There's just so many things he's been saying that have shown that he was not going to stay with the Chicago Bulls. It was just so clear and evident, so why not trade him and get something out of him as quick as possible? So that is why he was traded. Another reason why is Derrick Rose is sort of on the decline, and he's been on the decline for around 3 years, but he's sort of been in limbo. Now, he was a superstar, averaged 25 points per game. He was the MVP of the league. Injuries. 3 years in a row, nothing happened. This final season after All-Star break, Derrick Rose actually played really well. He was averaging 20 points per game and 6.5 assists per game. So why trade him? Well, the way they think of it, and a lot of teams make this stupid choice and decision. A lot of teams do this, and it's really sad that they don't learn from each other. The New York Knicks did this with Allen Houston. But anyway, Jimmy Butler, they signed him to a $95 million contract. A 5-year, $95 million deal back in July of 2015. So in their eyes, they're like, okay, we have an all-star. Let's build around Jimmy Butler. But the difference between an all-star and what Derrick Rose was, which was a superstar, is a superstar can take you to the promised land, where an all-star probably win you 30, 40 games, depending on if he has a good team around him. If not, you're not even going to make the playoffs. And there's superstars that can't even make the playoffs with no help. Like, look at Carmelo Anthony and there's other superstars, but we're not going to get into that. But so they're making the stupid decision of thinking, okay, let's build around Jimmy Butler. We gave him all this money, a 5-year deal. He still has 4 years left on contract with us. Let's develop him and build a team around him. But why would you build a team around someone that's only averaging 20 points per game? You see, a lot of teams make this stupid decision. The Knicks did this. They signed Allen Houston to close to a $100 million contract because he averaged 20 points per game in one season. Like, it doesn't make sense, man. He's not a superstar. He's a pretty good player. He's a good two-way player, but he's not a superstar. And he does not... And sometimes he does disappear in the big moments, in the playoffs. It's happened numerous times. Obviously not this year because they didn't make the playoffs this year, but it's just not a smart decision. It's all they had to work with, so I understand. But getting rid of Derrick Rose was not the right choice, just because you can see that he's actually getting back to an all-star level. Not a superstar level where he's going to win an MVP again, but he's getting back to that all-star level that can help a team go deep in the playoffs. Maybe not win a championship, but the Bulls don't have any star power right now to even guarantee them to make a championship. So bravo to the New York Knicks for acquiring Derrick Rose to help Carmelo Anthony. If you guys don't know, Derrick Rose was traded. He's on the New York Knicks now. I'm really excited for that. Not going to talk about the Knicks anymore. Just let's focus more on the Chicago Bulls. And then on top of that, they also fired Tom Thibodeau. Like, I know this happened a while ago, but why would you fire one of the best defensive coaches in the NBA? And I'm pretty sure, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he won Coach of the Year in 2011. I may be wrong on that, but why would you fire him? He's such a great coach, and it doesn't make sense to me why he was fired. It's just stupid decisions by that organization, man. And it's not the first time, they made some really dumb decisions with Michael Jordan as well, but just, history repeats itself, like what they did with Phil Jackson. Like, why would you want to get rid of Phil Jackson when him and MJ just won 6 rings, It doesn't make sense, man. Like, this organization, they always make stupid decisions, and it's crazy. Another thing is, like, the New York Knicks also do that too, dumbass decisions. But the craziest part is if you go back to the 90s and even towards the last few years in the modern era, you would know that the New York Knicks and the Chicago Bulls, their fans hate each other. Especially what happened in the 90s and then what Carmelo Anthony did to Derrick Rose in 2013. They hate each other, so the fact that Chicago really traded their best player to the Knicks, it's pretty much a slap in the face to not only Derrick Rose, which he kind of deserved for some of the things he said, but it's more of a slap in the face to the fans. You're gonna lose a lot of loyal fans because of that stupid decision. It's not as big as the whole Phil Jackson ordeal with Michael Jordan, but I almost said Michael Jackson, but you know, it's still huge. You know, Derrick Rose is the best player on the Bulls since Michael Jordan. You know, so man. I'm happy as a Knicks fan, but I can't imagine how pissed off you Chicago Bulls are. But that's pretty much why Derrick Rose was traded. They figured he has no more future, so why not get rid of him, try to build around Jimmy Butler. But they, again, man, if you're a Chicago Bull fan, you should know this. And I'm not even a Bull fan. I just follow basketball. You should know that they made dumb decisions throughout the entirety of the organization's life. Like Phil Jackson and MJ, and then you have this whole deal, and then what happened in what was that, 2004, 2005? I don't really remember exactly, but we're gonna skip past that. Just a whole bunch of stupid decisions, and now this slap in the face. I would be pissed off if I were a Chicago Bull fan. I really would. Anyway, it's been Steve. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.